Welcome to the very first episode of Let's Play Lufia, The Legend Returns, developed by Neverland and published by Natsume. Let's not waste any time in getting this game going. In the interest of multiculturalism, which I believe everybody should practice, we're going to be naming our main character today, Pedro. Now, I'm not saying the next video game you play you have to name your character with a Mexican name, but it would help to diversify a little bit. Mexican, Italian, Russian. It's really up to you. The sky is the limit. Anyways, let's get going. Look at a little boat. It's a lovely little boat. It has 2 frames of animation. That's probably all a boat really needs, don't you think? Alright. Recording's going a lot better than all my previous attempts. Frame rate's pretty stable looking. Visual boy's running well. Alright. Who is this mysterious blue-haired girl, and why should we care? And will we know her within the first 15 minutes of this game? Oh, most assuredly. Just looking for someone. Naturally, it's us. Not going to be reading a lot of the dialogue, but I will be leaving it up so that people can read it. Well, I think I'm decent. Okay then. Die! Bolt! Whoa! Not bad. Not bad. Yes. That's how you test if someone's pretty good at swordsmanship, is to fire a lightning bolt? What does that even have to do with a sword? I moved out of the way. That's not all that impressive. Pedro doesn't have time for her shenanigans. We could do that. Adult supervision required when playing in the river. The village of Patos unfortunately has lost, within the last year, like 20 kids in the river. It's really unfortunate. Hey Pedro, the sky over the Tower of Death was looking creepy. Ever since lightning hit the tower, I feel very anxious. Maybe this is just me talking, but I wouldn't need lightning to hit a place called the Tower of Death to make me anxious. I'd be pretty anxious living near the Tower of Death. I'd be pretty anxious about a place being called the Tower of Death. That's just me, though. Oh, he feels anxious too. Hope nothing bad will happen. Is this because of the lightning that hit the Tower of Death also? What is wrong with these people? They didn't fear the Tower of Death until just now? Like I said, I would have been worried a long time ago. You want to be a man, then go on a journey and become stronger. Well, maybe I'll do that. Maybe that's what's going to happen within, like, I guarantee you, within 20 minutes I will be out on a journey. I'll try to make it 15, but we'll see what we can do. If you hold the B button, you can run. Gotta get a few training laps in here. Okay. Enough of that. Talk to this fella. Take me to fight monsters next time. By the way, did you know that you can find items by pressing the A button in towns? For example, this water fountain. Press the A button in front of it. Found revive. I don't know why anyone would hide a revive in a water fountain, but it'll probably come in handy later. Let's look at our items. Life Seed increases max HP value, and we have a potion that recovers a small amount of HP. Rise an ally, our equipment. Gotta make sure to check around for everything. See if we can't see, like, there's a potion in that barrel. No. What is everyone's obsession with me having dinner? No. I will take your dagger, though. In fact, I will equip your dagger. Dagger gives us an attack boost of of 10. So it's pretty imperative that we get that. It's going to help out a lot. Okay. Go to church, because there's a couple things that need to be explained. Functions of the church in this game. First function is very similar to Dragon Warrior or Dragon Quest. Use the church to save. Second function is that at every church in the world you can learn magic. We'll check how we learn magic now. You can learn magic by using your LP, learning point. You can gain LP by fighting against monsters. You can learn magic at any church in the world. Magic will be a big help during your journey. Okay. So let's take that out for a spin. Let's use learn magic here and see what we have. Okay, so we have 2 spells we can learn right now, but we can't learn poison. As you can see, Pedro is grayed out up there, so he's not allowed to learn this spell. But he can learn strong, and if we hold the start button, it's a small HP recovery spell. Should be pretty useful to have a healing spell early on. So let's get that learned. Cost 50 LP, so now we're down to 50 LP. The LP is shared among the party, it's not like character specific or anything. So that was our little foray into the church. Talk to her again. Isn't there anyone who can fight besides you? Not in this town. Go back to our house for a second, and we can pick up this high potion. We can check out our diary. Diary entry number 1. I will get out of this town sooner or later, and I will travel all over the world. So as you can see, our main character has a bit of a hankering for adventure. Pretty typical. We could adventure into this well, or we could at least find a charred newt in a well. Now what does a charred newt do? Charred newt is a small healing item for HP and MP. I don't know, I have the inkling to throw it in some witch's brew and see what happens, but maybe that's just me. Maybe I'm old-fashioned. Look all over. You're gonna find stuff. You gotta make sure to check, like, barrels and crates. You're gonna find stuff. Oh, I should probably... Oh, let's just go to the shop for now. Hey, Pedro, what'll it be today? We probably don't need to look at that, but we will. Guess weapons and items don't mean anything if you don't know about the status screen. Listen. Press start to go to the status screen. Then you can equip your weapons and use your items. Easy, huh? When you get tired of fighting with monsters, rest at the end. It's a must. And if you talk to pastors at churches, you can save your game. Don't forget. You can pause the game too. Press select to see the map. In the map screen, press start to record in the log file. Remember that the log file does not actually save your game. You must talk to pastors to save your game. I guess that's all I can teach you. Okay, so like, the log file recording in that is essentially a temporary save. The next time you load the game up, you resume from that save and then it disappears. So it's good when you're on the go. Alright, let's just buy up. Buy weapons and armor. Okay. We don't need to buy the battle knife because we found that dagger in town. So that's going to save us a bit of money. Buy hard leather for armor. That's going to increase our defense by 7. Buy a small shield. That increases our defense by 5. And this cap also increases our defense by 5. So now that we're a bit better equipped, I like to carry amounts of like potions and antidotes ending in 0 or 5. So I'm gonna round this up to 15. I'm gonna get 5 antidotes just in case we run into any enemies with poison, and we'll get 5 awake so that if we get put to sleep. I'm not gonna worry about mystery pins, shrieks, or voice candies yet. We'll wait on those. First dungeon probably shouldn't have any enemies with those kind of types of attacks. Alright, so I guess what's required now is that we leave the town for a little bit. but only partially. I found a glitch. If you go to... Yeah. Found a glitch. If you go to just pretend to leave the town, the event that happens when you get back from the Pato's Cave happens anyway. Which is really weird. And that's a really good question. Step out onto the world map for the very first time. This is the world of Lufia. Lufia, the Legend Returns. I'll probably be referring to this as Lufia 3 a lot because it's the third game in the series. I don't know if it actually qualifies as like the third game or what. Alright, so we attack this red jelly. And the red jellies go down really easy. You can pretty much kill them in one hit. We'll get into another battle. Then we'll go to that little cave off to our left. Okay, there's another red jelly. Now, as you've noticed, I hope you would notice now, there is a grid of 9 spaces in the bottom right corner of our screen. Eventually that's going to start filling up with other party members, and that's when the battle system starts to get really interesting. Also, you see our health gauge. The blue gauge is our MP gauge, and the gauge with the little yellow fireball that's currently at 0, those are IP, which I think stands for, like, I think it's infuriating points. Anyway, sorry. Anytime you get hit, that gauge builds up, and these skills here are usable through that. You learn these skills, I believe it's through the ancient texts, which I'll explain when we find an ancient text. But right now, Pedro doesn't know any of those. It'd be useless to use this, so we're just gonna attack and kill it in one hit again. Alright. Now I'm not gonna like sit out here and grind red jellies until I level up, so let's just go to the Pato's Cave here. There's an old man. What does he want? That's Ibla. Something is not right about the Tower of Death lately. Is anything ever right about the Tower of Death? By the way, I'd like to train you again, but I'm not ready yet. Come back later, I'll be waiting for you. Okay. So we'll come back later. So I guess we have no real choice but to head back into town. And where has that blue-haired girl gone? Oh, what's going on now? What's going on? What? That can't be good. I wonder if this is that mysterious tower that we've been hearing about, but... Oh, I can't quite remember what this tower is called. I'm sorry. Oh yeah, Death. That's right. Oh, yeah. Now what's going on? Yeah, I think this guy might be a bit crazy. And a bit evil. In fact, this is the first of the 4 Sinistrals Gades. We'll be seeing Gades in a little while. Up close and personal, that is. Yes, it is. Help, a bolt struck Lamina's house. A bolt struck Lamika's house. It's on fire. What? Come right away. Okay. Yep, that's on fire, alright.